Hi, my name's Mitch. I'm the Happy Complainer, and today I'm going to complain about sun visors. So what's wrong with sun visors? Well, I think there are 6.5 things wrong with sun visors. The first thing is that they don't go low enough, so I'll use this little yellow circle to represent the sun. If the sun's right here, no problem. You know, I'm happy that sun visors exist. Put it down like that, and I can see the road. That's great. But later in the day, when the sun goes down and it gets lower, and it's right here, it's in my eyes, and I still have to drive, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do then. It'd be nice if there were a little extension piece that blocked the sun here. Obviously you don't want to block your entire view of the road, but there are times when the sun is right here and it's in your eyes, and that's annoying. There are also other times up here where it slips through the cracks. You can see this piece here is trying to cover it, but it doesn't always do the job. And even, you know, this spot up here, the sun could be up there. The second thing that I think is a little bit strange about sun visors is, so they don't go low enough. The second thing is that the way that they do go low, lower themselves, is a little bit strange. So to make this go up and down, to block the sun when it goes up and down, I move it towards me and away from me. So I move it forward and backwards to make it move up and down. And it seems like it'd be more intuitive. I could just move it up and down like a shade. The third thing is that when I move it from the front to the side, so say the sun is in the front and then it moves over to the side here and I have to move it, I can't just move it because I'll hit my head. My head's in the way. So I have to kind of duck out of the way or move it in some strange way to put the sun visor to the side. And I just think that's really strange. I mean, why should I have to move? I was here first. And it's just strange. When I turn on the radio, I don't have to move out of the way. When I roll down the window, I don't have to move out of the way. When I use my windshield wipers, I don't have to move out of the way. But when I use a sun visor, I need to duck out of the way so that it can do its job. And I don't see why I should have to move. Okay, that was the third thing, having to move. The fourth thing is when the sun is in the corner, so it's just here, say, and you're just on a road that's sort of gently winding back and forth, then the sun you'll need to block will be sometimes in the front and sometimes to the side, and you'll just be moving back and forth all the time. And that's annoying, especially given the fact that I have to move my head out of the way. But, you know, just these small movements. When the small movements happen when the sun is right in front of me, say it's moving slightly to the left, slightly on the right, I'm on a winding road and I'm facing, the sun is straight ahead of me, then this does a good job of covering it, and these slight movements, you know, it doesn't matter, they're right in the middle of the sun visor. But when those slight movements happen right at the corner of the car, I have to keep flipping back and forth from the front to the side, to the front to the side, to block those small movements of the sun. And that's just annoying. So another thing is that it's hard to take out of the hinge. So when I first take it out of the hinge, I kind of have to brace myself, and then that happens. I put it over to the side, I have to move it out of the way, and then when I put it back, I won't always put it back in the hinge because it's so hard to take out, and I might be moving it to the side soon if I'm on a windy road. But then what happens is when it's not in the hinge and I just want to bring it towards me, you know, this might happen. You know, I don't want to bring it that much towards me, I just want it to go up. And when it's stuck in the hinge and I do this movement, it just goes up, that's fine. But when it's out of the hinge, then it does this. And you might say that's my fault for not putting the hinge, but I don't know, I think there's got to be some better solution for that. Okay, that was the fifth thing. The sixth thing is that when the sun is on the other side of the car, I'll just release you from the tripod for a second. When the sun is on the other side of the car, I can pull the passenger side sun visor down, but then to block it on the very other side of the car, I have to pull this out and then go over there. I guess that's okay too, but some people have big cars and they probably can't even reach the door or the sun visor when it's over here, so that's going to be hard for them. It just seems like the whole thing would be better if instead of these sort of flap thing stuck on hinges, if there were a track that moved all the way around, and you could just sort of, you know, hold this and, or, you know, remote control it, and it would slide around a track like that, and you could have it stop in the corner and go all the way around and then come back over here. I think that would be my ideal sun visor. Okay, the very last thing, 6.5 thing, is that sometimes when I bring it down, it hits my mirror, my rearview mirror, and then I have to reposition my mirror, which, you know, I'd rather not do if I didn't have to. Okay, that's all the complaints for today. Thanks for listening.